Good morning and welcome to this morning's reflection. Christmas is always a time where we come to reflect on whether or not we are open to the Christ who stands at the door and knocks, whether or not we are open and receptive to the coming Christ. And if we say that we are, what is the result of that openness? As we enter the later years of our lives, what evidence is there for our openness to Christ? What evidence is there that Jesus and the Spirit of God are at work within us? If we learn anything at all as time goes by and the changing seasons become fewer and fewer, it is that there are some things in life that we cannot fix. It is more than possible that we will all go to our graves with a great deal of personal concerns, of life agendas, all left unresolved. That becomes clearer and clearer by the year. Some of the family fractures will not be healed. Some of the words spoken in heat and haste will not have been redeemed. Some of the friendships will not have been renewed, and some of the dreams will never be realized. So has life been wasted? Has it all been for nothing? Only if we mistake the meaning of the last period of life. This time of life is not meant to solidify us in our inadequacies. It is meant to free us to mature even more. Many of the things for which we still feel responsible, we could not undo now. All those things that have plagued us, we really can't change them now, even if we wish that we could. We can't put back together a failed marriage. We can't cancel the years of neglect, a lifetime of indifference, a history of disregard for the people who had a right to expect our concern. That time, those situations, they are gone. They are out of our hands and beyond our control. Inside, the scars still smart though. We have been hurt. We have done the hurting. We have made mistakes. We created the mess that came from them. And there is not now, and never was, and as far as we could see, never will be any way to put Humpty Dumpty back together again. So now what? If we cannot deal directly with all these unfinished struggles of our lives, how can we possibly face the end of life with any kind of serenity? The fact is that the unrest that accumulates over the years is the very grace reserved for the end time, for the last years, for the pinnacle of life. Only now can the consciousness of these wrongs really make a difference in us. Only now can this pain be made productive. Why? Because now we must deal with it ourselves. There is no one here to forgive us anymore. No one to tell us we were right. No one to surrender to our insistence. No one left for us to refuse to consort with. Instead, it is all alive within us. Now we must go down into the deepest part of ourselves and come to peace, not with our old antagonists, but more importantly than that, we come to peace with ourselves, with the conscience we have been refusing to reconcile with for years. Instead, what must be addressed now is what we become and what we have become as a result of them. Do we become a fuller human being? Or do we only go through life proclaiming our innocence, despite the soul song within that has told us how guilty we really are? This is a time for facing ourselves, for bringing ourselves into the light. This is the period of spiritual reflection, of spiritual renewal in life. Now is the time to ask ourselves what kind of person we have been becoming all these years, and do we even like that person? Did we become more honest, more decent, more caring, more merciful as we went along because of all the things that have happened? And if not, what must we be doing about it now? Whatever caused the rifts in our life, we had some part in the making of them. And are we willing now to deal with that? Can we come eye to eye with our own souls and admit who we are? If we have been selfish, can we bring ourselves to the daily discipline of caring for others? If we have been dishonest about ourselves, can we take care now to tell the truth about ourselves? If we have been godless, are we now able to trust the Creator of our lives so that we can come home to our souls, so that we can bow before the Creator of life and claim that which is our own? Can we begin to see ourselves as only a part of a much bigger picture, just a fragment of that bigger picture and not its center? Can we give ourselves to accepting the heat and the rain, the pain and the limitations, the inconveniences and the discomforts of life, without setting out to passively punish the rest of the human race for the daily problems that come along with just being human? Can we smile at what we have not smiled at for years? Can we give ourselves away to those who need us? Can we speak our truth without needing to be right? Old people, we are told, become more difficult as they get older, and that is not true. They simply become less interested in maintaining their masks. They no longer pretend. They face the fact that now this period, this aging process, is the last time we have been given to be more than the small things we have allowed ourselves to be over the years. But first, we must face that smallness and rejoice in the time that we have left to turn sweet instead of more sour than ever. The burden of these years is the danger of giving in to our most selfish selves. And the blessing of these years is the opportunity to face what it is in us that has been enslaving us, and so to let our spirits fly free of whatever has been trying to tie us down to the earth all these years. And so my prayer that this Christmas, as you come before God, as you come to open your arms to the coming Christ, that you might reflect on how you have allowed God to transform you over the years, and what transformative work still needs to occur. Amen.